Why all Bitcoin ETFs are the same except for fees. Bitcoin ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, provide investors with a way to gain exposure to Bitcoin without having to directly buy and hold the cryptocurrency. While there are several Bitcoin ETFs available in the market, they are fundamentally similar except for the fees they charge. Underlying asset. All Bitcoin ETFs track the price of Bitcoin. They aim to mirror the performance of Bitcoin by holding Bitcoin directly or using Bitcoin futures contracts. This means that regardless of the ETF provider, the primary asset is Bitcoin, making the core exposure identical across all ETFs. Investment objective. The main objective of any Bitcoin ETF is to provide investors with returns that correspond to the performance of Bitcoin. This uniform objective means that the ETFs will inherently follow the same market movements of Bitcoin. Structure and holdings. Bitcoin ETFs typically have a similar structure, either holding physical Bitcoin or using derivatives like futures to mimic the price movements of Bitcoin. The structure aims to reduce tracking errors and ensure that the ETF's performance aligns closely with Bitcoin's price. Regulatory compliance. All Bitcoin ETFs must comply with regulatory standards set by financial authorities. This ensures a certain level of transparency, security, and investor protection, leading to a standardized approach in how these ETFs operate. Fees. The main differentiator among Bitcoin ETFs is the management fee or expense ratio. This fee is charged by the ETF provider to cover administrative, management, and operational costs. Different providers may charge different fees, which can affect the overall returns for investors. Why fees matter. Impact on returns. Lower fees mean more of the returns generated by the ETF are passed on to the investor. Over time, high fees can erode investment gains, making fee comparison crucial when choosing an ETF. Cost efficiency. Investors often seek the most cost-efficient way to gain exposure to Bitcoin. ETFs with lower fees are generally preferred as they provide the same exposure with less cost, enhancing net returns. Competitive market. As more Bitcoin ETFs enter the market, providers compete to attract investors by offering lower fees. This competition benefits investors by providing cost-effective options to invest in Bitcoin. Conclusion. While the fundamental nature and objective of all Bitcoin ETFs are the same, providing exposure to Bitcoin, fees remain the primary differentiator. Investors should consider the fee structure carefully, as it directly impacts their net returns. By choosing an ETF with lower fees, investors can maximize their gains from Bitcoin investments while enjoying the benefits of a regulated and convenient investment vehicle.